The mentality of never giving up is not something you switch on when it's convenient. It's a way of life, a code that defines you every second of the game, every second of your journey. When you're down, when the scoreboard is against you, when the fans are silent, and when even your teammates start to lose belief, that's the exact moment you show your true identity. Quitting is easy, walking away is easy, but greatness has never been built on easy. Greatness is born in those moments when everything says stop, but your heart screams go. You have to understand something. The scoreboard doesn't write the story. You do. Falling behind doesn't mean failure. It just means the battle has started. People love to celebrate when things go right, but the real champions, the real leaders, are the ones who rise when everything goes wrong. That's when the mentality of never giving up becomes your strongest weapon. You keep running, keep fighting, keep believing, because the game is never over until you decide it's over. The truth is, the body gets tired, but the mind decides whether you win or lose. If your head drops, your performance follows. If your spirit breaks, your legs stop moving. That's why the mentality of never giving up is not physical, it's mental. It's about telling yourself, I am stronger than this moment, I am bigger than this challenge, and I will not stop until I break through. When others feel pressure, you feel purpose. When others slow down, you speed up. And here's the secret, that mentality doesn't just save you. It inspires everyone around you. Teammates see it, fans feel it, opponents fear it. When you refuse to surrender, you change the energy of the whole field. Suddenly belief spreads. Suddenly everyone wants to fight again. That's the power of never giving up. It's contagious. It transforms doubt into determination. At the end of the day, history only remembers those who kept going when others quit. The mentality of never giving up is not about one game, one goal, or one night. It's about the legacy you leave behind. You prove to the world that no matter the challenge, no matter the obstacle, no matter how impossible it looks, you will keep fighting until the last second. That's the mentality that separates winners from legends. Pressure is something most people run from, but champions run toward it. Pressure is the weight of expectation, the roar of the crowd, the fear of failure breathing down your neck. For some it crushes their spirit, for others it fuels their rise. The difference is simple, perspective. You can see pressure as a wall that blocks you, or you can see it as a fire that sharpens you. When the world demands more from you, that is not a curse. It is an invitation to prove who you truly are. In the moments where pressure is highest, mistakes are punished, and fear whispers in your ear, you have a choice. You can surrender to the nerves, or you can embrace the heat and let it mold you into something stronger. Pressure is like a storm. If you stand still, it drowns you, but if you run with it, it carries you forward. Every great performance, every iconic moment, every unforgettable victory has been born from someone who refused to bow down to pressure. They didn't just survive it, they converted it into strength. Turning pressure into power requires mastery of the mind. The body can only do what the mind believes. When the stakes are high, you don't shrink, you expand. You channel the energy, you take the noise, the expectations, the weight, and you use it as fuel. Every cheer, every doubt, every eye watching becomes energy flowing through your veins. Instead of thinking, what if I fail, you command yourself with watch me win. Pressure becomes the engine, not the enemy. And the beautiful thing is this, when you master pressure, you don't just control yourself, you control the game. Opponents feel it when you rise under pressure, when you play sharper, faster, hungrier while they hesitate. Teammates rise with you because they see confidence is possible even in chaos. The fans feel it because they witness something rare, someone who performs not despite pressure, but because of it. That's when pressure stops being a burden, it becomes a weapon. In the end, pressure will always exist. The bigger the stage, the heavier the weight. but pressure only breaks those who were never ready for greatness. For those who are prepared, pressure is the ultimate gift. It separates the average from the extraordinary, the players from the legends. To turn pressure into power is to declare to the world, "No matter the weight you put on my shoulders, I will carry it, I will run with it, and I will rise above it." True leadership is not built on words. It's built on actions. Anyone can talk, anyone can shout instructions, but very few have the courage to step on the field and show the way with their performance. Leading by example means you don't ask others to do what you won't do yourself. It means when the team is down, you don't wait for someone else to rise, you rise. You prove through sweat, through sacrifice, through results, that winning is not just an idea, it is a standard. When you lead by example, you send a message louder than any speech could ever deliver. You show your teammates that belief is not optional, it's mandatory. You show the world that discipline, preparation, and hard work pay off when the pressure is at its highest. You don't have to beg for respect. You earn it with every run, every tackle, every goal, every moment you refuse to quit. Actions command attention in a way that words never can. Leading by example also means carrying responsibility when no one else will. You don't hide behind excuses, you don't point fingers, you don't blame circumstances. Instead, you take the weight on your shoulders and you say, "Follow me." Leadership is not about being perfect. It's about showing others that mistakes, setbacks, and challenges are never the end. They are fuel for the comeback. When others see that strength in you, they find it in themselves. And here's the truth. When you lead by example, people listen to you without you even speaking. Your presence becomes a statement. Your work ethic becomes a standard. Your refusal to surrender becomes a contagious force. You transform the atmosphere around you. You show teammates that the path to victory is not a mystery. It's right in front of them. Run harder, fight longer, believe stronger. That is how you lead. In the end, leadership by example builds a legacy. It doesn't just win one match. It creates a culture of excellence. Others may forget the speeches, but they will never forget the way you played, the way you carried yourself, the way you turned pressure into triumph. Leading by example is the ultimate form of leadership because it proves that greatness is not told, it is shown. And when you show it, others follow, and together you create history. People love to call it luck when they don't understand the work behind the moment. They see the goal, they see the celebration, but they don't see the thousands of hours, the sweat, the discipline, the sacrifices. Goals are never an accident, they are the result of vision meeting preparation. Every strike, every finish, every perfect timing is not something that just happens. It's the destiny you create by refusing to waste your talent, by choosing to sharpen it day after day. Destiny doesn't belong to those who wait for opportunities. It belongs to those who prepare for them. When the ball drops at your feet, you don't have time to think, you don't have time to wish. Your body reacts, your instinct responds, and that instinct was built through years of repetition. Luck is random, but destiny is earned. When you've trained for it, when you've dreamed it, when you've visualized it 1,000 times, the moment is no surprise. The goal is inevitable. Every goal is a statement. It says, "I was ready when others were not. I believed when others doubted. I worked when others rested." That is why goals cannot be luck. They are proof of discipline, the positioning, the awareness, the composure under pressure. None of that comes by chance. It comes from living for the game, breathing for the moment, and refusing to accept anything less than excellence. And that's why goals change more than a scoreboard. They change belief. They lift teammates. They ignite fans. They silence critics. They become a reminder that preparation always wins over chance. A lucky moment fades quickly, but a destiny fulfilled lives forever. When you score, you're not just creating a highlight. You're proving that destiny favors those who create it with relentless commitment. At the highest level, goals are not gifts from fate, they are confirmations of the truth: success is never luck. Success is vision, obsession, and execution. Every finish is the reward for the hours no one else saw. Goals are not random, they are the echo of destiny, reminding the world that greatness is not stumbled upon. It is chosen, worked for, and delivered with precision. That's why every goal matters, not as luck, but as a symbol of destiny fulfilled. Winning doesn't happen by accident. It's not a one-time thing. It's not about waking up lucky one morning and everything going your way. Winning is a habit, a mindset that you train every single day. The way you wake up, the way you prepare, the way you step onto the field, all of it shapes whether you walk out a winner or not. If you treat winning as a choice you make daily, then success will follow you like a shadow. If you treat it as a wish, it will always slip through your hands. A habit is built through repetition, and winning is no different. Every training session, every drill, every moment of focus, it all builds the foundation. If you cut corners in training, you'll cut corners in the game. If you demand more of yourself when no one is watching, you'll deliver more when the whole world is watching. Winners don't become winners on match day. They become winners on the days leading up to it. Victory is simply the proof of a habit that was already formed. And here's the key: winning doesn't just mean the final score. It's about the battles you win with yourself. Do you push when your legs burn? Do you stay disciplined when distractions come? Do you keep your mind sharp when fatigue tries to take over? Every small victory adds up, and when you've trained yourself to win in the little things, winning in the big moments becomes natural. That's why winning is a habit. You've rehearsed it so many times, it feels inevitable. The dangerous thing is that losing can also become a habit. If you accept defeat once, if you make excuses, if you allow yourself to settle, it becomes easier to do it again. That's why true champions guard their mentality with everything they have. They refuse to let losing become normal. For them, only one standard exists: victory. Every match is a test of consistency. Every moment is an opportunity to reinforce the habit of winning. In the end, success is not just about talent, skill, or opportunity. It's about habits. If your daily routine is built around excellence, winning becomes automatic. It's no longer something you chase, it becomes who you are. And when winning becomes who you are, then nothing can stop you, not pressure, not doubt, not setbacks. Because habits don't break under stress, they hold you steady. And that's why the greatest truth in sport and in life is this: winning is not an event, it's a habit.